All right, man. Caleb Williams and the Bears, for 3 games in a row now, they were in games where they should have won, but they ended up losing off something kind of unlucky or off just absolute coaching blunders, and that has really made people overlook the way Caleb Williams has been able to play. I mean, we've seen him play against 3 really good football teams in a row, all 3 being division rivals, and going head-to-head with them for the entirety of the game, and even taking his team down to win the game. But, of course, the Bears couldn't get it done, and that's why we just saw them fire Matt Eberflus. I think this was a good decision, and I think if you get somebody in there for Caleb next year, he's really going to shine. But we're already seeing Caleb turn into the guy that we knew he could be, especially in this last game against the Detroit Lions, where it looked like he lost all hope, but he still found a way to come back and put the Bears in position to tie the game and win it. But, of course, Eberflus didn't call a timeout, and it didn't allow them to do that. So what I wanted to do in this video is go into this last game against the Lions, break it down, and show you how good he was able to play. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, so on the first play right here, it's pretty simple. All we got is we're motioning Keenan across, all the way across, and he's going to come out and run a stop. We have a corner on top of it, so we're just running a smash concept. So Caleb is first reading this 1 to 2, low to high, based on what the corner does. But if they're in man and it's covered, then you come to your number 3 on a drag from odunze. And then you have Cole Kmet getting out and being your 4th option on a curl. And you're going to see Caleb here. Look at his 1, look at his 2, look at his 3, and then come all the way back to his 4 and hit it right on the money for a nice gain. So you get the motion here. They don't follow. They're in some type of zone. Snap the football. Boom, you're looking at the stop. It's not there. Look at the corner. It's not there. The cornerback is taking it away. Come to your drag. It's not there either. He's running into a linebacker. Then move on to your curl. It's there. Ball. Right on Cole Kmet's chest for a nice gain. It's exactly what we're looking for. Caleb, once again, watch from the back angle. You can see his head go through every single progression exactly how it's supposed to. 1, not there. 2, not there. 3, not there. 4, it's there. Ball. Outstanding job. You can see the arm strength as well. Move the chains. Next play here, and this is just Caleb making the magical plays that we know he can make. All the Bears are running is they have a go from DJ Moore to clear out, because on this back side over here, we have crosser with a deep dig behind it, with a drag underneath everything, and Caleb is literally just reading this 1 to 2 to 3, and then his running back is also getting out over here as a check down, as a 4, and that's how Caleb is supposed to read this. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the check down, and you're going to see him go through every progression. He's looking at his 1, doesn't like it, steps up in the pocket, tries to buy time. He feels the pressure coming from the tackles, so he steps up, looks at his 2, not there, but by the time he's trying to get to his 3, he feels that pressure, so he backs up, tries to buy time. He's looking at his number 3, looking at his number 4, neither one are open, so then he has to get out, breaks a tackle, keeps his eyes downfield, sees Keenan in the open grass, and while he's on the move, kind of off 1 foot, just has to rip that ball, and he zips it in there for a first down on 3rd down to keep the Bears on the field. This is an outstanding job. Most quarterbacks are not getting this ball to the receiver on time where the DB can't make a play, but Caleb's arm strength allows him to do it, and that's why he was picked number 1 overall. Get out of there, keep your eyes downfield, off 1 foot after breaking a tackle, rip, down low, away from the DB where only your guy can get it, on the money, move the chains. Next play here, and this is just another outstanding job by that guy, Caleb Williams. All we got is we got Rome running a little stutter go. So he's here. If you like that matchup, you can take it if you have one-on-one. But right here, they have a safety over the top of this. They have a safety over the top of this. And what the Bears are going to run on the bottom of the screen is a post with a corner off of it. So they're just running a scissors concept, and all Caleb is doing is reading this corner. If he extends out with this corner route, we're going to try to fit this in, but you got to get this safety to extend as well, so you have a window to throw into. But if the corner drives in the post, then we're going to try to take this corner route to the corner of the end zone away from this safety, and you're going to see Caleb do exactly what he's supposed to here. So he's going to read it out. He's going to get his eyes over there. He's looking at that corner. The corner back takes the corner route, but Caleb keeps his eyes out here because he wants this safety to drift. And right when he sees that safety drift, he knows he has Keenan right off of him in a huge window, but you're going to have to rip it before this guy can get there. And Caleb does exactly that, steps up in the pocket, rips, puts it right on Keenan Allen's chest, and then Keenan Allen breaks 2 tackles for a touchdown. This is a perfect ball, a perfect way to read out this coverage. And this is the type of stuff that I like to see from Caleb Williams. He can do this stuff. He just got to be more consistent, and he's going to be able to dot up pretty much any defense he wants. Get in your drop, step up from the pressure that you're getting from this end right here on Darnell Wright. Step up into your pocket. Keep your eyes downfield. Don't panic. Love to see it. You see Caleb's eyes right here are looking at that corner route to draw that safety over here. And right when he sees that safety drift, he knows he has it, gets his eyes back on Keenan and rips. And man, that is just right on the money. Touchdown Bears. Next play here, the Bears are running a concept where they have odunze on a deep crosser. They have Cole Kmet releasing behind him on a seam. And then they have Keenan Allen releasing behind everything on a stop. And it looks to me like Caleb is just reading this out 1 to 2 to 3. And then he also has DJ Moore coming here as a 4 if he wants it. But Caleb, what you're gonna see happen is he's gonna get on his 1. He doesn't like it. He goes to his 2 to the seam, doesn't like it. Go to his 3 to Keenan Allen. Obviously, you have this cat driving on it, so you don't like that either. DJ Moore is covered as well by Terrion Arnold. So when he comes to DJ Moore, he has to get off of that as well. And then by that time, he feels like he has to get out the pocket because it's been so long. So he gets out, keeps his eyes downfield, and that opens up odunze in a huge window because when Caleb is going through all of his reads, it pulls all of these guys towards that side of the field. So when he gets out to the opposite way, there's no way that these guys can recover and get back over here, and that's why we see Rome get so open, and then Caleb just easily rips it right on his face mask. Rome's got to find a way to stay in bounds there to get some more yardage. But nevertheless, it's a big play, and I like to see it from Caleb. So watch Caleb's eyes here. You're going to see him go through every progression and then get out the pocket. 1, don't like it. 2, don't like it. 3, don't like it. 4, also don't like it. Get out. Find him on the money. Big gain. Move the chains. Next play here, we're running another concept that's kind of similar, but we have Rome this time on an out route to the sticks on 3rd down. So if you like this matchup pre-snap, you can take it. It's totally up to Caleb. This is an alert. If you like the matchup, you can take it. But if you don't, you have a shorter drag or over route by DJ Moore. You have a deeper crosser from Keenan Allen. And then you have a dig behind everything from Cole Kmet. And you would just read it 1, 2, 3, like we've seen the Bears already run. But right here, Caleb likes his matchup to Rome. He trusts Rome to get to the sticks. And Rome does a good job of selling inside and then breaking across Terrion Arnold and getting separation. And right when Caleb sees that Rome has Terrion turned this way and Rome is running this way, he gets that ball back and puts it right on Rome's chest. And they're able to move the chains for an easy 1st down. Just outstanding route running. Great job by Caleb trusting his rookie receiver to get open. And it leads to a big-time conversion to keep the Bears on the field so they don't have to take a field goal. Just an outstanding job. Love to see it. Let's go. Next play here. This is just an outstanding job by Caleb. Once again, you're going to see him go through his progressions on a high-low up top where you have an out with a flat underneath it. And you just read this 1 to 2, low to, or high to low. So the high down to the low. Really simple. But if you don't like it, you have Keenan right here coming out, acting like he's running an out, and then getting back in on a return. And this is really what your number 3 is. And then you also have Rome coming here and settling a little curl window or running a dig if there's space to run into. But what you're going to see Caleb do here is he's going to get through his 1 and his 2 and then find Keenan as his number 3. Looking at his 1 to DJ Moore, doesn't like it. Terrion Arnold is playing decent coverage. He probably could throw this, but he doesn't want to wait on it because it's taking too long. So he moves his eyes over, sees Keenan as his number 3 coming wide open, puts it right on him for an easy walk-in touchdown. I love seeing Caleb progress through all of his reads. He's gotten better at it every single week, and he's doing it at a really high level now. He's playing from the pocket like he's supposed to, and it's leading to these big plays. You don't like DJ Moore. You don't like the flat. Come to your number 3. It's there. Step up. Ball. Outstanding job. Touchdown. Next play here, and I really like this from Caleb. It's 3rd and super long. I think it's 3rd and 15, 3rd and 20, something in that range. And the Bears right here, all they're going to run is they have a deep stop with a corner route on top of it on this side. So you're reading this kind of out like smash. It's just a lot deeper and it takes longer to progress. And then you also have DJ Moore on the backside running a corner post. So he's coming here, going to step out like he's running a corner, and then he's going to get across the DB's face. And it really looks like Caleb is reading this side of the field first and then coming to this. But in my opinion, I think Caleb knows he wants to throw this to DJ Moore because he sees man coverage. And when he sees that this guy spins over the top and that Brian Brent spins down to that robber, He knows he has true one-on-one coverage, and he has the middle of the field to throw into, so he's going to trust his guy DJ Moore at the sticks to make the play, but unfortunately, DJ just doesn't come down with it. So watch it here. He looks at DJ, he sees him getting open, releases that football right as DJ's coming out of his break, rips it, a little bit behind him, but still hits DJ in the chest. I think he has to find a way to catch this football. You're supposed to be the receiver number one that's helping your rookie quarterback out, but obviously he's just not able to do it on this occasion. The Lions send pressure, so good job by Caleb not panicking. They have enough to protect it. Trust your protection in front of you, and that's what Caleb does. Gets in his drop, steps up, away from the tackle pressure, looks at DJ Moore, rips, boom. It's a little bit behind him, but it's still hitting him right in the chest. He has to find a way to come down with this football for the first down. This would have been a huge momentum changer and a huge way to keep your offense on the field, but doesn't end up being caught, even though it should have been. Next play here, it's 3rd and short, and I absolutely love this play call from the Bears' new OC. So as we all know, the Bears fired their old OC, Shane Waldron. Ever since, Caleb has been looking a lot better, and I think it's due to this OC just really putting him in a good position to succeed. So right here, the Bears, all they're going to do, they motion Cole Kmet in. Originally, Kmet was one-on-one with Terrion Arnold on the outside, but the Bears knew by watching film, if they motion Cole Kmet in behind a receiver like this, Terrion's going to guard the outside guy manned, and then you're going to have Brian Branch, the safety, guard the tight end. And this gives you not only off coverage, but it also gives you inside leverage. So this DB's playing inside leverage, so Cole Kmet has the outside to work to with ease. And right here, we're going to see the Bears run a smash concept with a corner and an out underneath it. And Rome's obviously going to run his corner, but what this does is it also gets in the way of this DB on top of him being inside and off, and it leads to an easy conversion on a 3rd and 3. So watch it here. Rome drives off the field. Cole Kmet gets in his out route, and it's so easy. It's so easy. That's what you want to do for a rookie quarterback. Give him easy completions like this. Give him automatics, and this right here is a great play call. Just an absolutely outstanding job by the OC, seeing this on film and then putting it in the game plan to allow Caleb Williams to get this easy first down and keep the chains moving. Great job by Caleb executing it, though, and seeing what the defense was doing. Next play here, man, there's not even much to say. This is just Caleb being Caleb. There are not many quarterbacks in the NFL that are going to make stuff like this happen. Caleb has a guy free running at him, so he outruns him, keeps his eyes downfield. There's not really anybody open, but what Caleb does is he attacks the line of scrimmage, and as he attacks, he sees Terrion Arnold attack him to try to come make the tackle, and as that happens, DJ, I don't even think DJ thinks he's going to get the ball. He just kind of drifts upfield a little bit. He thinks Caleb is running it. But Caleb, being the creative player that he is, attacks upfield and then all of a sudden just gets horizontal to stay behind the line of scrimmage. And as he does that, Terrion Arnold has already committed to him, and that leaves a big window for DJ Moore. And Caleb just easily dumps it off to him for an easy first down. Just outstanding stuff by Caleb Williams. This is the type of stuff you draft him for. I mean, it's very rare to see a quarterback make a play like this. Most quarterbacks just take off and take the 2 yards, or they just throw the ball away. But Caleb just does this stuff without even having to think about it, which is so valuable to have. Great job. Next play here, and the Bears are just running a simple smashes concept. So all we're going to get is a stop here with a corner on top of it on both sides. Stop here with a corner on top of it on both sides, and all Caleb has to do is read the corner on whichever side he chooses. Caleb can choose whichever side he wants here. He's going to end up choosing this top side on the far hash, probably because it has more space. A lot of quarterbacks would probably choose the boundary because it's an easier throw, but Caleb really isn't worried about that. He has a strong arm. He knows he can make the throws. And to do it, they just motion Keenan out here, and what you're going to see happen is Caleb just gets his eyes on him. If he drifts back, boom, let's take the stop. If he sits on that stop, let's take the corner away from this safety and trust that he's going to win one-on-one against this guy. Rome does win, but unfortunately, the cornerback drifts off, and right when Caleb sees him drift, ball. Right on Keenan's chest. We'll take 9 yards every single time. Maybe you could argue if Caleb gives a little pump there or just stares down at that stop, he could throw that corner over the top of it. But better be safe than sorry. Take what the defense gives you, and that's what Caleb does. Quick game footwork, get it out on your guy, easy yardage. Next play here, Caleb, once again. Absolutely outstanding job. All the Bears have is a smash concept, but instead of corners, they're running extended fades. So DJ Moore is just coming up here, stutter, extended fade, and then you have a stop. So you're reading this corner once again if it's zone, but right here it's kind of obvious that it's man. You have the same thing on the backside. Stutter, stutter, extended fade with a stop. And then you have Keenan Allen coming and just trying to settle in the open grass here as your number 3. So whichever side you choose, that is your 1 to 2, and then this is your 3. If you chose this side down here, this would be your 1, this would be your 2, and then this would be your number 3. But right here, Caleb knows where he's going pre-snap. The Lions are giving away their coverage. They don't care. It's straight man. Across the board, man, 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 with one high safety. So all Caleb has to do is make sure that this guy doesn't drift over the top of DJ Moore, and if he doesn't, he has DJ Moore all day long. You don't want to throw Cole Kmet an extended fade probably, especially against a guy like Brian Branch. So right here, we all know Caleb should go to DJ Moore, and that's exactly what he does. Sees man coverage. You see Caleb make that check. That's what he's checking to. He's checking to the extended fades. He trusts his guy to win. And even though Caleb gets a little bit of pressure in his face, he stays through it, doesn't panic, doesn't fold, rips that football, and puts it right on the money for a touchdown in the breadbasket, exactly where you want it. Trust your guy to go win, put it out there, and let him go make a play, and you can't ask for much better than this right here. Caleb doesn't even get to finish his throw here, but he still is able to put it on the money, exactly where it needs to be. Just an outstanding job. Next play here, and once again, I just love what the OC's running. As you can see, the Lions are once again, they're sending pressure, they're in man coverage, and if you're going to run man coverage a lot, we're going to get you with a lot of crossers, crossing routes to mix you up and get our guys open. So right here, the Bears are going to run mesh underneath, so drag, drag, and then on top of it, they have crosser with a deep dig behind it. So Caleb is looking at the drags, and then he can come to his 3 here and 4 here if he needs to, and I just love that Caleb doesn't panic. He doesn't feel that pressure, even though the Lions are sending a blitz. They're trying to get a safety. They're trying to make him panic and throw something stupid. But Caleb stands in that pocket, keeps his eyes on his reads. And right here, Cole Kmet does a great job running and not making it look like a pick, but just accidentally getting in this guy's way a little bit to open up DJ Moore. And right when Caleb sees that, all he has to do is put it out in front of him with pressure in his face. Then DJ Moore can go do the rest and get a huge gain. Just an outstanding job recognizing that it's man coverage, knowing what you have, and not panicking under pressure and getting it out to your guy. Watch it here. Boom. He's looking at his drags first. Cole Kmet, great job getting in this guy's way. You can see Cole Kmet kind of stutter a little bit, get in this guy's way, and then continue his drag to make it look like he's not setting a pick. DJ Moore is able to just run into the open grass, and Caleb, with pressure in his face, dump it off, kind of has to sidearm it, but still puts it right on him for a massive gain to get the drive going. Next play here, it's 2nd and long, and what you're going to see happen is that guy Caleb recently has been using his legs a ton to go get yardage, and I really think that's been another big reason why he's had the success that he's had recently. And right here, you're going to see that the Lions are in straight man coverage, and when you're in man coverage, if you do guard these receivers good and these guys aren't getting open, the one issue with it is everyone's back is turned to the quarterback. So they're not looking at Caleb Williams. So if these guys are all running downfield, all of your DBs are going to be back here following them, and that's going to leave a lot of space for your quarterback to run into, and that's what happens right here. So Caleb is going to get his eyes. He's looking at his reads. Obviously, they're not there, not there, not there. Feels pressure, does a good job making somebody miss, and then stepping up, and then by that time, all of his man coverage routes are downfield, which leaves a ton of grass for him to run into, and he takes off, uses his legs, and goes and gets almost a first down on 2nd and long to make it 3rd and manageable. And this is huge for an offense. It is so much better to be in a 3rd and manageable than it is to be in a 3rd and long or a 3rd and medium where you know they're going to rush and they're going to be in a bad position. But right here, Caleb makes that dude almost fall, runs, takes off, gets a huge gain, and he's been doing this consistently, and it's made him a lot better as a player. Next play here, Caleb Williams once again putting his team in a good position to go win the football game. All we got, we're going to motion Keenan in here. We're going to see that it's once again man coverage. We got Rome on a go to clear out. Then we got Keenan underneath it on an out route with DJ Moore coming underneath that on a drag. And then finally, Cole Kmet's acting like he's running a crosser and then getting back across the field. And you literally just read this 1 to 2 to 3. I love these concepts that the OC is cooking up here. And Caleb reads it out perfectly. You're going to get Keenan motioned in. Up, we know it's man coverage. Caleb knows instantly. Looking at Keenan. Boom, Keenan wins easily, has this guy turned this way, and Keenan's running this way. If you ever see that, you know your guy's going to get open. Caleb is about to release the ball already as he's coming out of his break, puts it right on him, leads to another first down. Just a great job. Seeing the field well. If your number one's there, take it. No reason to pass it up. And right here, Caleb takes it and gets a first down because of it. Gets in his drop, hits his back foot, rip. Great job. And then finally, the play that nobody wants to see. Caleb takes a sack. Not exactly sure what's going on here, buddy. You got to get out here and block your guy. No idea what you're doing. He leaves Zadarius Smith free to come through, and Caleb doesn't even have time to think. Same thing happens on the other tackle spot. Both of those guys come through. Caleb can't do anything. Yeah, you can't take a sack there, but what is he supposed to do? He has no time to even think. They're only sending 4. This is just absolutely ridiculous. Darnell Wright, you got to get out there, buddy. You got to find a way to at least touch that guy to give Caleb some type of time to make something happen, but you don't do it. And obviously, as we know, Eberflus doesn't call a timeout. The time runs out, and it leads to the Bears losing, and that's why he got fired. You've got to call a timeout here. Tell Caleb, get the ball out fast or throw it away. No other option. But you don't do it. You waste a ton of time. You lose the football game. I feel bad for Caleb. He did a good job getting the Bears down here and giving them an opportunity to win this game. But once again, they barely fall short. I really do think, though, that Caleb, if he continues to play the way he is, he'll be perfectly fine. And the Bears' future is in good hands with what I've seen from him. He shows flashes every single week now, and he's only continuing to get better. Just be patient, and I promise you the Bears will get where they want to be. This is the best quarterback they've had in a long time, and I'm excited to see what he looks like in the future. I really still do think he's the best quarterback in this class, and he's going to keep showing that.